Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. What's good, YouTube? Senor Alex Fuel here with StoryFueled Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another Suikoden 5 gameplay video under the banner of the Vindication run. And I gotta come clean first before I start my usual gameplay session that I apologize for the lack of uploads over the past week. I was really sick. I get caught with the common cold, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, but thank goodness, thank God that I am back. And on top of that, during my 1-week hiatus, I have decided to go ahead and launch a brand new side hustle, a brand new side gig that I'm going to be balancing with my usual, regular old gameplay videos that I'm going to be doing here on this channel. And since I am prioritizing PG-based commentary that aligns with my faith in the Lord, I decided to go ahead and open up a brand new shop. And shout out to the guys and gals over at Payhit, PAYHIP, for allowing me to go ahead and create this shop. It is a shop filled to the brim, or not necessarily right now, it is like rudimentary, but the amount of content, or the content rather, is pretty like meaty in terms of its content. And right now, let me go ahead and flex the shop. The shop name is Pixel of Praise. Obviously, pixel relating to video games. Praise referring to praising the one above, the one who gave me this talent, which is the Lord God Himself, Jesus. And I am using now my platform not to tear down others, but to prop up each other in love, in faith, and in action as well. So if you guys are a fan of my content, if you guys are a fan of who I am now as a reformed, changed individual, back from the dead, basically from the jaws of defeat, I have decided to go ahead and now launch this new side hustle, this new side gig that I am doing, aka the Pixel of Praise, that I am basically flexing here for you fine folk. The link to the channel, or should say to the website, will be linked both on the screen here as I am going to edit this video, and in the description of the video as well, both on the long form side and the short form side as well. By the way, the name of the store link is payhit.com/Pixel of Praise. Again, I'll leave the link to both of them, or to the store, both on the screen and in the description. So that you guys, if you enjoy the content and if you like the content, and would consider supporting the endeavors of StoryFueled Gaming, you can go ahead and do that by buying some influential and inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, and verses as well from scripture as well. So again, all of the link to that will be down below in the description. Alright, now let me go ahead and check what happened to my oh yeah, I forgot. The last time that I recorded and or streamed this game was a little over a week ago, here, October 2, 2025. Wow, that was that was almost 2 weeks ago from the time of recording this video. Today is October 13, the day that I'm recording this. And so, with that being said, with that being the case, with that all said and done, if you recall last episode, we basically saved Beaver Lodge from total destruction and total annihilation at the hands of Lord Godwin and his assassin group Nethergate. And if you recall in the last episode as well, we recruited a bunch of different people to our cause. And that includes the majority of the beavers, including Fualu as well. And now we are basically gonna find out, or after rather, the what do you call it? That whole ordeal happened. Rainwall has been captured by the Godwins during the last episode as well. And so, with that being said, maybe asking what are we gonna do about it? And as well, we also learned that there will be a coronation ceremony for the next in line to the throne, which, let's be honest, it's a puppet regime, a puppet installation, because Limslia is being forced to sit on the throne and become queen after what happened with Giselle and all of the Nethergate shenanigans during the very beginning of the game. Let's just say she's being coerced, and I don't like it, and the majority of Selena doesn't like it. So that is going to be our next story mission. But for now, I think it's a good time as ever to go ahead and reevaluate, reassess where we are now in the Star of Destiny now. If you recall, we are at excuse me, we are at 53 out of 108 stars of Destiny. And today we're going to be doing a bit more recruiting as of this session. We're going to be recruiting first before we head and find out what are we going to do with the coronation ceremony. But first, let's check the comment box here, and wow, we got new arrivals. Wow, one, the Beavers from Syro. Ooh, during my days as a merchant, I conducted business with Beaver Lodge. Back then, Fualu's father was a leader. What a fond memory. Wow, nice. So, this old man, or this senior, and the father of the elder of the Beavers are related, are like friends. Good for you, bro, good for you. Alright, now, with that being said, I need to build a party because the area that they are gonna go to right now is gonna be a bit of a threat, let's just say. The cascading of events that we're gonna be embarking into this episode will reflect the party that I'm gonna be bringing to this area that I'm gonna be going to. So let me go ahead and do it right now, and I will go ahead and do it on screen. This yes, I want to change my traveling companions, and we're gonna bring Belkut. Always an honor, Your Highness. Indeed. We're gonna bring the file. Okay, I'll go with you. We're gonna bring Belkut, Kyle, who else? I need a mage. We're gonna go with Zerase. Are you demanding my presence, please? Well, not necessarily, but we're gonna need your skills for this next area that we're going to. And on top of that, we're gonna bring Lorelei, I guess. Well, I'm a little busy, but that fine. Why not? Indeed. And the entourage will be Egbert. Hear thee, filthy devils. My wrath shall rain upon you. To war. Well, that's amusing. Next is Marina. Belkut, you're coming too? Great. When do we leave? Right now, Marina. Right now. And Murad as well. We're gonna keep one entourage available and or 3 because we're gonna need that for a special someone that we're gonna be getting right now. But first, let's go to this area I'm talking about. I hope I can be of some help. Yes, indeed, you're gonna be invaluable in this session here. And you may be asking, where do we go? Where are we going? Well, we gotta go to the big hole. And in order to get to the big hole, we need to take the boat. And to take the boat, we need to ask Log for that. So let's go ahead and get Log on this spree here. We're gonna go to the eastern wharf, and we're gonna head northwest from there. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to drop a like down below and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And as well, I will be making my return to Twitch. All of the links will be down below in the description. And if you enjoyed the content and if you are blessed by it, don't hesitate to buy some products over on PayHit. Again, that's payhit.com/pixel of praise. All of those links down below in the description. Alright, let's go. Let's go northwest on Ringwall. Oh boy, Grey Owls. Grey Owls, they have 800 hit points. And we're gonna take out one of them. Nice. Uh-oh. Ow. Not bad, not bad. And we're just gonna go ahead and do an auto attack here. Nice dodge. Now you may be asking, what is the items that I got on my characters? I should have done that at the castle, but I done goofed. So let's go ahead and round down the characters real quick. We got Leon, yours truly, Alex Fuel, Belkut, Kyle, Zerase, and Lorelei, with Egbert, Marina, and Murad in the entourage. Inventory purposes, we got the usual stuff in here. Equipment, this is what everybody has equipped. And there we go. For runes, for skills, this is what everybody has equipped. And yes, I'm gonna be going ahead and upgrading. You know what? Let's do that now. Let's do that now. Let's go ahead and upgrade Zerase's magic stat up to rank A. And then, wow, do we get a lot of hit points? Or should I say skill points? Oh boy. Alright, next up. We're gonna increase the treasure hunt skill on Lorelei. And we're gonna enlist the help of the party skill points for that, because we got a lot of party skill points. Oh boy! And by the way, yes, the skill maxes out at A, by the way. Sweet! Formation, we're on the tiger tactic, and I'm gonna switch the formation here a bit. Leon and Belkut switch. Kyle and Lorelei switch, and there we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. And here we are, in the big hole. Now you may be asking, why are we here at the big hole? Well, let's talk to this gentleman right here. Prince Alex Fuel, thank you for coming all the way here. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, good soldier. What's that? This hole? We don't know much about it, to be honest. We do have a theory though. Oh, what is that? We believe that somehow a prairie suddenly caved in, creating this hole. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. This probably happened right about, rather, the time those goblin forces were pursuing you, Your Highness. That's about all that we know for sure, really. Wow, okay. And yes, you gotta talk to the guard here at the big hole for the first time before we go ahead and enact the next stage in the recruitment of this next particular Star of Destiny. Let's head back to headquarters and let's head on over to the dwarf camp. Or should I say to Lelkar first? Let's go to Lelkar first and then we go to the dwarf camp. Alright. To Lelkar we go. Yep, off we go indeed. So to Lelkar we go. Now you may be asking, who is this particular character that we wanna recruit? Well, she, or this character rather, is on the western islet of Lelkar. So let's go there. Let's go to the western islet of Lelkar and find out who is this character that we wanna recruit. And if you recall as well, during our last visit here to Lelkar, wherein the village or the whole town was set ablaze, in particular this western islet of Lelkar was set ablaze by the traitorous Queen's Knight Zahak, we managed to go ahead and enter this rune shop and have a little word with this beautiful lady right here. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Oh, welcome to my shop, Your Highness. How can I help you today? And yes, the character that I'm referring to is Jeane. And Jeane is our resident Rune Mistress, aka she is our expert in terms of runes or magic. Please join us. Teehee, let's see. There's something I want to go pick up. Would you help me get it? Well, I don't see why not. Gladly. Thank you. Do you know about Big Hole to the north of Rainbow? Yes, I do. I just went there. Duh, I just went there. The thing that I am looking for is deep inside that hole. Teehee. If you will escort me there, I promise to join you, Your Highness. Indeed. Alright, so Jeane joins the party, so that means we gotta put an extra slot in there for her. And that is perfect because we're gonna go ahead and take Jeane deep inside the hole. Again, don't take that out of context, please. Alright, so with that being said, the reason why I like Jeane here is because Jeane has access to one of the has access to the lightning rune, and like Lorelei, she is very adept at the utilization or utilizing said thunder magic, or in this case lightning magic. So let's head back to headquarters and finish off the preparations that I'm gonna be doing in this spree that we're gonna be going inside with. So let's head back to headquarters and let's go ahead and do the thing. Alright, so what I am trying to say here is we wanna go ahead and finish off the preparations that I have that I am planning for this episode. And by the way, if you are curious as to why I have a black warrior guard in my arsenal or in my storage here, that's because during my hiatus, making content and all of that, I basically did off-screen grinding for the characters that I have on the party here, and I ran into a mini boss in the forests on the way to if I remember correctly, if my memory serves correctly, that would be on the outskirts of Rainwall / Hod Village, and in the forests near there, there's a mini boss inside them called a big creeper. It is essentially the biggest version of the final evolved form of the creepers that we have faced in the beginning of the game. So if you recall, we have creepers who have 550 hit points, the green ones. Then we had the purple creepers that we faced in the Basca mines during our recruitment of Lucretia and her assistants, Sius and Lele. They have 850 hit points. And now the mini boss is called a Big Creeper. So Big Creeper has 2200 hit points, and he drops the Black Warrior Guard, a very decent armor. So let's go ahead and equip that on somebody. Let's equip that actually on Kyle, and stash the flame armor in storage. So let's go ahead and store that. Let's stash Old Book 8, the Marble Beef, the Voice Set 4, and the Bonsai as well. The Toy Beater and the Pale Moon Beads as well. Flame Armor and the Stone of Luck as well. Everything else we need to sell. We need to sell it off. So let's go ahead and have a little talk with Shinro here. And let's go ahead and sell off the stuff that we don't need. Where is it? The goats. Let's sell that. And by the way as well, I got the Earth Amulet during my off-screen grinding as well. The Earth Amulet, or I got this rather from the Doremi elves that are patrolling around the outskirts of Estrais and Rainwall. Doremi elves are different from the Doremi elves that we are fetching for Cornelio. The Doremi elves in this one, upon defeat, drop a particular element of amulet, and that increases their potency when basically we go ahead and use earth magic and or defense against earth magic. So yeah, that is what I got on there. I sell off the crazed orb. We don't need that because even though it's very powerful, it can't control the tardy, or they can't control the actions of the person wearing said crazed orb. And so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and use Zerase to go ahead and train up our good old friend Jeane here. Since she is an adept in magic, we're gonna go ahead and increase her strength to the appropriate level for now, which is A, since we got the basic magic equipped on us. And next up, we're gonna go to the dwarf camp. To the dwarf camp we go, because there's another character that we wanna get here in the dwarf camp. And you may be asking, who is that character? Well, that's the dwarf known as Dongo. So let's go ahead and give this hammer to Dongo here. Oh, what's this? You brought me a new hammer, human? Indeed. We handed over the silver hammer. By the way, the silver hammer is the hammer that we got during our exploration and or investigation into the Bandit Prince scandal in Sable. That's why I got the silver hammer here, and I handed that over to the blacksmith here, also known as Dongo. Excellent. I'll be the best dwarf who ever did smith with this baby. Well, work your magic. Work your magic, bro. So let's go ahead and probably increase our capabilities here. Since we have a lot of money from the off-screen grinding and the selling of stuff that we don't need, that's why I am doing this. I'm going to splurge as much money as possible to make sure these guys are ready to go for the next ordeal that they're gonna be entrenched in. Let's go ahead and increase the damage of Zerase's physical attacks. Right. And let's go ahead and increase Jeane as well, because we're gonna need Jeane for the next ordeal that we're gonna be entrenched ourselves with. We're gonna go balls to the wall with this one. Next up, let's go ahead and do this. Wow, we are splurging a lot of money here, which is okay, in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and increase Jeane's effectiveness, or effectivity, English. Let's go one more time. And honestly, I think I'm gonna dump Kyle after this. You know what? Let's keep Kyle. Alright. Wow, we don't have any money left, so yeah. And wow, that was great. Woohoo! Not a shabby job, if I do say so myself. Master can't say I'm just a pretend weapons master anymore. No way! Not after I forged this baby. Will you join us now? That sounds great, human. I'd love to. Dongo! Come here, boy. Uh-oh. Damn, Master again. Crap. Oh, crap. Don't you get it yet, pretend weapons master? Shut up and get going on those nails, boy. That's all you're good for. I'm no pretend weapons master. Silence, boy. Ouch! Master, silence is wrong. Silence is wrong, is it? Yet you want to forge tools for killing, eh? Well, you do, don't you? That's not it. I just enjoy the work. Bah! Improved just a little, and now you're all cocky. Well, I don't need anyone like you working for me. You're fired. Fired, I tell you. Go to the princess castle if you want. Go anywhere, I don't care. Master, you think my skills have improved? Thank you, Master. Idiot! I just heard you, and you're happy? Master, thank you for everything you've taught me. I'll make you proud. Oh, get out of here, boy. Wow. Wow, that Master, quote-unquote, is a bit rough on the edges. Wow. Yes, Master. Wow. That is... Wow. Your Highness, Master says I can go. I can join you. Hooray! And we have befriended Dongo, Star of Destiny number 54. I better get ready. I'll head straight to your castle as soon as I'm all set. See you there. Sweet! Alright, so we got Dongo, Star of Destiny number 54. Sweet! Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. And next up is... The next stop on our trip is with Jeane. So let's go ahead and get back to headquarters. And let's see if Dongo has set up shop here at the castle. And... it looks like he is. Sweet! Hello there, bro. Wow, now this is a castle. In a place so inspiring, I'm sure to forge some serious weapons. Sweet! Glad to have you, Dongo. Now, let's get into the fun part. Let's head toward the big hole. Where is the best possible you know what? No. I'm stupid. Let's go ahead and go to the big hole via the boat. We're gonna be taking the boat, like I said, to the Eastern Wharf, English, and we'll head over there on screen. Why not? Okay, hold on. I need to get my levels caught up, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the Eastern Wharf, and we'll head over there on screen. Let's head over there on screen so that we can grind some levels, because we're gonna need the level grinding. Alright, out the wharf and into the big hole we go. Sweet. Alright, to the big hole we go. That is north of Rainwall, like she said earlier. Wow, no enemies. Interesting. Alright, so here they are at the big hole. And let's get inside the big hole. And there are some treasure as well inside the this big hole, by the way. And now you may be asking, viewers, who is this master that Dongo is referring to? I am, of course, referring to the Dwarven Master, who is basically the eldest of the quote-unquote family, because if you remember, we befriended one of the dwarves while we were down in the Gasca Mines towards recruitment of Lucretia as our tactician. If you recall, we got help from someone named Gund, or Gunny, as is referred to by Log. And Log basically went ahead and introduced us to Gund, or Gunny, as it is known. Well, Gund has a has a as a kind of a mentor or father-son relationship with another dwarf known as Waban. And Waban is a Star of Destiny as well, and a member of the dwarf tribe that includes Gunny as well. So we can't recruit Waban yet. He is only present in the latter half of Suikoden 5. So I'm just giving you guys awareness as to who he is, English, so that you will be able to go ahead and discern who he is when we meet him in the flesh. And wow, we got a tarantula here, 1500 hit points. And let's go ahead and attack here. Wow, you missed. Wow. And we got another eyeball ring. Sweet. And let's equip that on Jeane, I believe. Yeah, let's equip that on Jeane. Where's Jeane? Here we go. And she has the Soaring Bolt Scroll. Nice. You know what? Let's go ahead and swap out. Who can we swap out here? I think trial for Jeane. Sweet. Because Jeane is gonna be invaluable in this little dungeon that we're gonna be heading towards. Yes? Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And I apologize that obviously, it took a while, but we're back. I just went out of the store and we're back. And yes, we got some huge legs over here. They are not the boss version of the huge legs, because if you recall, the huge legs, they have around, let's just say uh around 900 hit points, I believe, or 750. And these are the same ones, but they are not the boss versions that we fought back in the past domains. Wow, we got a critical. Holy moly! And this is other level here. Damn, Leon, okay. But that's a lot of damage. Nice. Not even bad. Sweet yet. Alright. We are almost at the end of the line here. Oh boy. Vampire Dats and Skeletons. Vampire Dats we fought in the waterfall basin, and Skeletons obviously the ones in the Ceres Lake ruins. Pretty straightforward here. 450 hit points for the Vampire Dat, and wow, we got a lot of damage in there. Sweet! Hey, we got a Dawn Bracelet. Let's equip that on Jeane, because she'll need all the damage, or all the damage protection she can get. Let's go ahead and equip that on Jeane. Yep. And here we go. Hey, where's they? Master Levi, how much longer do I have to keep digging? Quit whining and keep digging. You do want to see my abilities in action, don't you, Virgin? Of course, Master. I'll do anything to see your magic. Then keep digging. I'll show you what I'm capable of once you get to that orb. Yeah. Okay, then stand back. You might be the Master of Magic. I'm the Master of Digging. Ah. For the alleged Master of Digging, you sure do take your sweet time. Yeah, I can see that. And yes, Levi and Bergen are stars of destiny that we can recruit, but that won't happen for quite a bit though. Well, it's a good thing they are, they are out and about and happy and all of that. Good show, guys, good show. And by the way, Bergen is a dwarf as well, I believe. Yes. What's up, Levi? You sure are a peculiar troop of youngsters coming all this way. Have you come in search of the great Rune Magic Master? You know, his magic is just crazy. It will blow you away. Just the other day, he carved this huge hole in the ground. Just like that. It was crazy, I tell you. I've never seen a wizard as amazing as he is. Bergen, you idiot. How many times must I tell you? I am not a wizard. I am a rune magic scholar. Rune magic gives us a window into the grand scheme of the world. I don't wish to be viewed as a brute like yourself who sees rune magic as nothing more than hocus pocus. Haha. He got shut down real quick. And that goes for you too. Never underestimate the significance of rune magic. Understood, Levi. Understood. Alright, let's go and continue our trek. One moment, Your Highness. Oh, what's that? Oh, whoa, the light! Hold on. Ruins? Underneath the ruins. Let's go. It is in here. Well, I don't see why not. Let's go ahead and take her out on that offer. And wow, these are ruins. Holy moly, these are ruins indeed. Long time ago. This city prospered even before the Sindar came. It's been so long, the city has even forgotten the fact of its own destruction. Wow. Oh boy. Teehee, that is my destination. So we gotta go all the way up this broken ruin just to go in there? Interesting. Forgive me for getting you involved. It won't take much longer. Well, I don't think why not. Lead the way, Jeane, and us as well. So let's go to the left. There is some treasure around here, so let's go ahead and get them. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new enemy here inside the ruins. They are mummies. Mummies have, if I remember correctly, they have around the ballpark of 800 to 1,000 hit points, if I'm not mistaken. And I got the usual zombie package here. Nice dodge! Ow! No poison, thank goodness. Nice! Nice triple attack, Leon! Sweet! Why'd you miss? Ow! And yes, these guys are the ones as well that drop magic absorb pieces. The zombies and the mummies, by the way. Let's go ahead and check if we have enough magic absorb pieces to create a magic absorb orb. We do not yet, but we do have 2 drain pieces here, and we have 1 more of that. Ooh, we got some good stuff in there, viewers. Got some good stuff. Alright, let's go to the left. First, for some anklets of destiny. Who should we equip them to? I believe we should put that on, let's go with, Jeane, because she may have a good use for that. Alright, let's go ahead and, go to the right here, and, let's continue on, shall we? Let's go to the left first. Let's go here. And we got more zombies and mummies. And good thing we got Lorelei here with a grade A treasure hunt ability. Because she may potentially give us a magic absorb piece. A high chance of getting a magic absorb piece. Hey, we got it! Sweet! So now we have 4 magic absorb pieces, and that will give us the ability to get a magic absorb orb. If you recall, the magic absorb orb, once you equip that on somebody, allows you to, upon a successful physical attack, will allow you to go ahead and bring back a spell charge on one of your spells if you are a mage. So you magic absorb piece, magic absorb orb is only useful for mage type characters. You know, the Jeanes, the Zerases, the Lorelei's, to an extent. Whereas the Delcuts, the Dines, those are the ones that are capable rather of equipping power type abilities like the Power Rune, the Firefly Rune, which we have on Delcut. Since we have a skeleton in the back, let's go ahead and take out the middle row. Nice! And let's just go to an auto battle here. Not bad. Nice! Nice dodge! Alright, go ahead again. Wow, nice critical, Leon. Sweet! Damn! That's a lot of damage! And we got yet another magic absorb piece. Sweet! Alright, so here we are. First, we have the Holy Amulet. Obviously enough, like the other amulets, it increases your affinity with the Holy attribute, and it decreases your affinity with the Dark attribute, which is very nice. Then we got the Prosperity Tunic. Finally, another piece of the Prosperity armor set. As you put that on Alex Fuel, yours truly. And there we go. Sweet. And hand down the Guardian Chain to... let's give it to Leon, why not? Master's Robe, let's give that to Jeane. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and continue on. We got skeletons and zombies here. The usual stuff, the usual enemies that we first encountered in the Ceres Lake Ruins and on the way to Beaver Lodge during our investigation with Nethergate. And we got a boundary piece. Boundary piece, rather, English, is not very fruitful, let's just say. An underwhelming rune, let's just say. And then we have 2 zombies, alright. There's one new enemy here in this ruin, and if we can have a footage of that before we go out of this place, that would be fantastic. Excuse me. My throat is still not quite 100%, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, let's go up. Alright. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we have 2 zombies and a mummy. Excuse me. Nice, double attack, Yokut. Sweet. Push forward. Nice. Not bad. Nice, nice, nice. Good work, everybody. Good work.
Alright.
Another boundary piece. Not bad. Alright, let's go over here. And let's go inside this interesting place of ruins. And first, let's go to the left. Let's go to the left, and then we transition over to the right. First, inside this, or up these stairs, we have the sorcery tactic. A very useful tactic. This tactic is only applicable if you have a couple of mages in your set of 6, or in your party, basically. And it is one of, if not the most valuable tactics in the game. This tactic, once you quit it, no, let's rearrange. It goes that way, and what this tactic basically does is that if you have a strong enough mage, let's just say Zerase here, at the back, or at the basically the end of the tactic, if you use the sorcery tactic, every time you go ahead and cast a spell, that spell becomes doubly effective because it has chain magic. What chain magic does is, chain magic allows you to go ahead and cast basically one spell twice. So for instance, since Zerase has the Rage rune equipped on her, she has the capability, the capacity to go ahead and, if you have a level 4, basically the strongest spell that you have for that rune, especially a damaging rune, like for instance Earth, Fire, Rage, Lightning, Thunder, Water, or Flowing, or any spell that does damage. If you have a mage attack while you're using the sorcery tactic, that spell's potency goes up a couple of notches because the damage will stack because you are basically doubling in power. Doubling in power because you are casting the spell twice, which is huge, absolutely massive. So that's why that is arguably the best tactic in the game. In terms of utility, that is. We got more zombies. Very nice. Nice. No pieces this time. Very nice. Alright, let's go all the way around this ruin so that we can get the last chest in this part of the ruin before we get out of here. Wow. Another boundary piece. Sweet! Let's go all the way around this ruin and let's go up these stairs to get the Mother Earth piece in a new Earth-based ruin set, and good thing we got that. Sweet! And we got 3 mummies and a skeleton. Okay, let's go ahead and do auto battle here for now. Wow. Poison? Yikes. Alright, and Doku's poison. I think he is immune to poison. Wow. Nice. Not bad, Doku. Not bad. Alright, let's go inside. And is this it, Jeane? I believe so. Well, excuse me. So here they are. What are we gonna do here, Jeane? Wait. Alright. Go ahead. Work your magic, Jeane. And the light. Wait, is that it? Interesting. Thank you for the help, Your Highness. We can leave the ruins now. Sweet. Will you join us now? So, I'll stay at Your Highness's castle from today on. I look forward to working with you. Teehee. And finally, we got Jeane, Star of Destiny number 55. Which means we got our own Rune Mistress at our castle. Sweet. And obviously enough, that's enough for me this episode because we have crossed the 1 hour threshold. Next time you see me back at the castle. You see me back at the Solidarity Castle, and we're gonna go ahead and make the necessary preparations for the coronation ceremony that will happen, or that will take place rather, next episode. Next episode, we're gonna be start making our way towards the preparations for the coronation ceremony, and for us to basically mitigate the external damage that the coronation ceremony will bring. So that is all I have for this episode. Next episode, we're gonna be heading over towards that main story quest, And that's all I have for now. So guys, that's gonna do it for today's gameplay. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't hesitate to drop a like down below and subscribe to the StoryFueled Gaming YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Don't hesitate to follow me on Twitch. I am working on my return there probably tomorrow or the day after. And as well, if you enjoy the content, then please if you please consider uh go ahead and buy some of my inspirational and motivational pictures over at Payhit. Payhit.com/pixel of praise. Link is down below in the description. Alright, that's all I have for now. So until next time, StoryFueled Squad. This is Alex Fuel from StoryFueled Gaming. I'm out. Stay safe. May the Lord God above bless you. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Adios, amigos. See you soon.